Hey everyone, I'm here with Dr. Raj. And
Hey everyone.
Today, for our 5-minute care tip, we're going to talk about a topic that I've been hearing about since I was a kid. When I was playing Little League, our Little League first baseman had asthma. And we probably all have known somebody at a time with asthma. But Dr. Raj, can you share more about asthma?
Sure. So it is said, when we talk about the United States, I think I'm underestimating this. 25 million people have asthma. And of course, anytime you mention kids, my heart just goes out. So what are some of the take-home messages? Asthma likes to come in two broad categories, allergic and non-allergic. And you can imagine the most common type is that allergic subtype. And it's going to be around 80 to 90% of almost all asthmatics there. So you can imagine what is going to be the cause, what is the trigger? It's something allergic. So whether it's going to be Fluffy the cat, whether it's going to be the dog, whether it's the, the pollen, the tree, the grass, you got to find what the trigger is. And at least conceptually, what's the answer? Avoid the trigger, which is always easier said than done. But what are going to be my tips for today is that no one should suffer from asthma. And the mainstay therapy for asthma is not going to be bronchodilators. Don't get me wrong, you need to be on one. It's really that inhaled steroid. In fact, I'm going to get a little medical today, is that, the new therapy for asthma is what we call SMART therapy. So SMART is going to be an acronym that really, to simplify it, is meaning that we strongly encourage that when you take your bronchodilator, an example would be albuterol, to always combine it with an inhaled steroid. Why? Is because when you use a bronchodilator, it just makes the airways a little bigger, more airflow, but it doesn't actually address the underlying inflammation. So these are the new guidelines out there. And you're going to say to me, well, whose guidelines are you talking about, Dr. Raj? The big ones out there is GINA, G-I-N-A, the Global Initiative of Asthma. The other one is called the NAEPP, the National Asthma Education Prevention Program. These are the two big hitters out there. And they do agree that because of the fact that we're just waiting heavily only on the bronchodilator, many people are getting severe asthma attacks. So what's the take-home message here is, number one, talk to your doctor about your asthma regimen. Always be good about it. Have an asthma action plan to know when you have a flare, what are you going to do? And if you're not well controlled with asthma, there are tons of new medications called biologics. And a lot of these medications are injectable, and you should see if you qualify for one. So the take-home message is no one needs to suffer.
That's great, Dr. Raj. So if I'm a caregiver, and my loved one is having an asthma attack, and they don't have their medication, is there anything they can do to help them in that moment?
Yeah, and this is why something called an asthma action plan is so important. When you meet with your pulmonologist, allergist, that it tells you, hey, when your asthma is in the green zone, which is great, or the yellow zone, which is a little worrisome, or the red zone, what do you need to do? And you should be proactive to have a stash of steroids or call 911 right away. And of course, always get help. Don't try to treat things at home. And it's always important to be on top of things, especially when it's, if you're in an area, and I just got to mention it, like when we had the wildfires in LA, so many of my patients were flaring up. So it's very important to always be proactive.
Thanks so much, Dr. Raj. That's great information about asthma, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.